You know, it probably would have helped if I knew what the episode number was. I feel like I'm real unprofessional. Season
10?
4, episode 10. A Time of Total Warfare. Humans, delighted welcome to the show, where once again we will be battling the mechs, and the mechs will be battling us and our hearts. I don't know that I have much of an intro, but I do have an introduction question for everyone to voluntarily answer, if you'd like. Ready for this one? Favorite weapon? Fictional, real, from the Fabrique Nationale P90 to the needle gun from Halo.
My God, what a question.
From the sword to the pen. Favorite weapon of all time. Now I'm going to give everyone a minute to think about it while I just come up with random babble to talk about. Hey, did you know, friends, that this Sunday is going to be the first recording session? If I can scrabble up my last cast member, we got a lost lamb that I need to grab by the back of the neck and drag into the chat. Oath of Endosteel, the new Battletech show, will be doing its first session this Sunday. Patreon will get access to it immediately afterwards. And then we'll start recording over the next few weeks. We'll do some editing. I expect that maybe in the middle of next month, we might drop the first episode for Patreoners. Oh, chat is throwing their favorite weapons down already. Okay. I see.
No, I was looking over there for some ideas. The cast iron skillet. Classic.
M16A4. M4A1. Nothing on that range. Rad, are you sure that you want your own favorite weapon?
I was gonna say, can I choose my bare hand? No.
Yeah, you can. Aren't you? Isn't that literally what you do? Look, I'm not saying you have to
talk
pick
about that, Arthur.
Look, there's a lot of subtypes you could pick, right? You could pick the AK-47, AK-74, AK-74U, AKR, AKM, AKS. There's a lot of guns that have the same name.
It has to be a specific weapon?
Nope, you can be as broad or as general as you'd like.
So you couldn't just be like swords?
Listen, if that's your favorite weapon, go for it.
I don't think they are, but...
All right. You know...
I made the tried and true M2 Browning machine gun is probably...
All right, we're just going to start with Pondo then. Pondo, give us your introduction and your choice of a 50 caliber machine gun, apparently.
Browning M2, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the 50 cal, especially in machine gun format. You need a wall go away, that's your answer.
I feel like you can definitely go wrong with the 50 cal. I mean, I know the Beowulf is a Coast Guard standard, but that's like
the
10
Beowulf
or 15
is
years
an
ago.
AR format. I'm talking about like
Beowulf.
the huge...
There's 50 cal Beowulfs, my friend.
Yeah, I know. That's in more of a pistol caliber. I'm talking about the huge rifle caliber.
Yeah, no, they're rifles. Coast Guard uses Beowulf rifles.
It's the Beowulf rifle is an AR-15 style format.
All right. I don't know what we're arguing about here.
I'm
just saying, sometimes 50 cal is too big, man.
It's true.
See? That guy knows. Over there. My camera's reversed, so I pointed the wrong way.
That's an unpopular opinion where I'm from, but it is true.
I was about to say. It sounds like an unpopular opinion.
It's not something you want when you're on foot. I'll tell you that.
What are you thinking? 7.62? 8 rounds?
Well,
probably
so it's not my
5.6.
I'll just interject here because why not? I do it all the time anyway.
Sure.
It's not my favorite all-time weapon, but my favorite weapon to shoot is the 240 Bravo.
I don't know what that is.
Vehicle mounted. It can be carried by the squad. It's a 7.62 light machine gun.
Yeah.
It's the sweet spot for me. It's not.
It's like.
Oh, you're talking about the squad machine gun.
Correct me if I'm
wrong.
I
understand now.
I think they based off that model off of the M249 SAW.
Yes.
And just made it a 7.62.
And they made it bigger. Yeah. The 249 is okay. It jams a lot. It's not my favorite in the world. But I do like the 240 a lot. I would say, like, I've only gotten to shoot it in a couple of cases, but the Mark 19 is also a lot of fun to shoot.
The M249 is a bit of an older I think it's like 80s, isn't it?
We've been using the 249 for a long time. We're still using it.
Yeah. It's definitely an older platform to be used. I think in some cases they're trying to bring back the M60. Well, mostly for I think civilian market. They have like a M60 E6, where they shorten the barrel like a shit ton, and
there are a lot of like short barrel variants for sure.
Yeah.
How's your week, Pondo?
It's been all right. Mostly just work. I haven't really done much productive wise. I recently got Photoshop back that I need to start using. Because I used to use that for all sorts of making tokens and whatnot. I need to use it.
Okay.
At some point I make it back Premiere. I don't know when.
Allow me to say, Pondo, I'm curious exactly how Hunters of Ulvern, your D&D 5e show available Sunday nights, has been going.
It's been going all right. It's still a bit of a slow start. Just kind of getting. I think they just now got to their third level.
It's little babies.
They just now got to their. We've had 3 episodes.
That's pretty fast. Did you start from 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I gotta tell you, it took something like 11 episodes for Burning Crowns to... People are like, it isn't until about 11 episodes in that the show really takes off. So it might take you a while to get your pace. You'll get there. Or the show will be canceled.
No piggy.
Listen, I used to be able to say shows get canceled all the time, but my lineup has been the same for an entire fucking calendar year.
That's true.
It's scary. I don't know how to handle it. It's giving me anxiety all the time. I'm just like,
you've had very consistent
I have
cast.
so many shows lining up, and people are just like, add that to the list. I'm like, great. All right, D&D 2nd edition is now on the list behind 8 other shows.
I'm surprised that
Food
second
Dungeon
edition
has been waiting
was
forever.
I'm surprised second edition was considered, considering it's so it's fairly old and obscure at this point.
Listen,
Obscure
As I roll behind me and grab my entire second edition library.
AD&D is where you get all the good old stuff. You know, listen, Text Talks. I can see you in the chat. We know you're there. Sid let us know that you're here tonight.
they have been warned.
All the senpais have noticed you, just to be clear. I know who you are. All right.
Obscure as in this market is saturated by 5e is what I should say. Not that it's not known.
I don't. You know what? I don't agree with that.
Isn't saturation the opposite of obscurity? Or are you saying
You're
your
saying
show
that
is
5e
obscure
is the
in a
one
sea
that's-
of 5e?
Yes.
I'm talking about
I see.
AD&D and versus
Oh.
5e.
Yeah,
Not my
okay.
show.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, but second edition's a classic.
Oh yeah.
I actually don't agree with that. I think that
Really?
Red Box is a classic.
yeah, I think that there are a lot of underground games that don't receive a lot of public attention, but people just play it and don't like it. I mean, Sunspirit is literally in chat right now, and that is his deal. He's like, why do you always play the newest edition of a game? I like that old, tried classic. If it doesn't have 20 years of playtime behind it, I don't even bother opening the book. I might have made that last line up, but it sounded good. Besides, everyone knows that when it's Pondo's turn, I just exaggerate.
You just do that in general when it comes to me. I don't know.
I know. I can't control it.
I don't know if you're trying to make me believe you or at this point I just know
No,
not to
it
believe.
used to be that I could get you to do that, but then I just started exaggerating all the time.
I just never believe you.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Buy that. You got anything else?
Type wolf. No.
All right, Cotton. How's your week? Whatever you want to share, please introduce yourself and favorite weapon.
I went to the dentist today.
Well, that is awful.
Boo.
to see about getting my wisdom teeth pulled in the future.
Oh,
And then they were
man.
like, hey, you have 6 wisdom teeth.
Cotton's 2 extra wisdom teeth, favorite weapon.
And then I also have another extra tooth in my jaw somewhere down here.
Okay.
And the lady taking my x-rays, and she was explaining to me, she's like, when God was handing out teeth, he just gave you a bunch.
Cotton is part shark. It's canon.
And yeah. So I have to get all 6 of my wisdom teeth pulled out. And it
That
costs
is
more
rough.
because there's extra teeth.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
But he's leaving the other extra tooth just chilling.
You couldn't talk him
It's
into a
fine.
bulk discount?
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Like that was the bulk discount.
Once you hit a certain quantity, it should get cheaper per tooth.
Right?
That's
My favorite weapon that I like, one of the coolest weapons I've seen someone make was, I follow this lady on YouTube named Drawing with Waffles, and she has an original character that uses a kaleidoscope, and every time they like turn the kaleidoscope, wherever it's pointing at, the reality like shifts.
okay.
Kind of like the lady from Doctor Strange, you know how she like turns the room around?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. The ancient one, yes.
Mm-hmm. And the favorite weapon any of my characters have ever used was an umbrella gun. It was super fun.
Okay.
And it was fairly effective. I don't know. I guess for a real weapon, I'll just go with an RPG-7. That sounds fun. That's my intro.
Glimo, you're our guest tonight. You're the first ARC guest. We had Eric on, but only for a single episode. Hopefully, we wrap this combat up tonight because it's been a heck of a thing. Let's do your introduction and also favorite weapon.
Hi, I'm Glimo. You can find me at twitch.tv/Glimo, where I stream a long-running Call of Cthulhu Mask of Nyarlathotep campaign every other Sunday. We're back this weekend. Come see us live Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, or check out our VODs and get caught up, twitch.tv/Glimo. It's been a mostly good couple of weeks. Day job had been pretty quiet, but then last night I had a bit of a mess. One of my coworkers and I were doing some upgrades at a client site, and we were to the point in the process where the file upload literally takes 2 hours, and all you can do is just stare at the progress bar.
Yep.
So we decided to go get dinner. And when we came back, we found out that the supposed 24-hour building access cards we had weren't, and couldn't get back in the door. And so called my site contact, and he said he'd come out with a hard key, and found out that the hard key he had was for the door of the elevator lobby, but the door to the elevator lobby was also locked, and his badge wasn't working either. So apparently the landlord was having a problem with their security system, or just took everyone's access away. Finally, we got lucky and someone was leaving the building, so we were able to get in behind them, and the badge readers, at least on my client's floor, were working. So we finally got back in, and then found out something went horribly, horribly wrong. So we were there till about 1 this morning working on that. So awesome. But
Jesus.
at least they're back up and running. I'm glad to be at the end of dry January, just in time to get the liver back in shape for Mardi Gras.
You live a dangerous life, my friend.
On that topic, I think my favorite weapon. So a long time ago, back when there were dinosaurs and I was still in college, I worked for a blacksmithing company, and someone came in one day with a very old German fighting manual that had fights for a drinking tankard, and wanted us to make a replica drinking tankard, a dueling tankard, so you used it in your offhand to parry with. So I think that is the coolest and most interesting piece of melee weaponry / artwork / getting drunk with that I've ever seen, and I really want one eventually. have to make do with this for now. Other than that, I watched the premiere of Picard this week. It's free on YouTube for some unnamed limited time if you want to check it out without subscribing to another streaming service. My spoiler-free review, I really liked it, but it feels very un-Star Trek to me. Like there was a lot more action I found than in any of the other Treks. I'm excited to see where they go with it, but I'll probably wait till the whole thing's out and then subscribe to CBS All Access for a month and marathon the whole thing.
Oh yes, the Disney Plus method. Well, Disney
Exactly.
Plus, they've got me now. I don't even know that I watch anything. I'm just waiting for the next wave of Disney Plus. They got me. They Netflix me. Glimmo, I wanna ask you a question. As you know, I like to include cultural touchstones like making up music genres like Sleemow music.
Mm-hmm.
In your live streamed Sunday nights, correct?
Yes.
Every other Sunday night, and it'll be next Sunday, not this Sunday?
This Sunday.
This Sunday, very well.
Yep.
Game of Call of Cthulhu, Mask of Nyarlathotep. Have you considered adding a music genre called Nyarlo Dubstep?
I have not.
About the madness of the rhythm. Yep. That was there. That's free for you.
Well, thank you. I will go insane
I
just
grant
pondering
my
that.
blessings to all. Cotton appears to be battling a cat at this point. Just
It's okay, she left.
the battle was long and difficult from what I could tell. Speaking of people who do things that are long and difficult, let's go to SidAlpha, who recently released part of a Day of Dragons videos after a couple other. This is what Day of Dragons is doing while I'm doing my Day of Dragons video.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, the Day of Dragons update video, I got it all recorded, got all the audio edited, and the edited audio was an hour and a half in length. So I opted to break that up into 3 different segments because that's a big ask for people to try and sit through. So yeah, it's been an interesting week for me anyways, doing a lot of video editing to get that stuff done and out of the way. I also had this fancy little thing show up in the mail on Tuesday that I'll show everyone because I'm excited about it.
The silver YouTube button.
Yep.
I don't want to steal the...
So I got it.
Oh, I can
Nice.
see our reflection.
Congrats.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Good job, Sid.
I got the silver
That's
play button.
awesome.
You're doing it, man.
Now
You're
you
really
gotta do
doing
it.
it.
A dirty YouTube developers get their in-depth coverage on that.
So yeah, everyone was asking me if I was going to do an unboxing video. I'm like, no, lame. Everybody does an unboxing video and it's bad. And all they send is this cheap, cheesy, horrible form letter that, it's just copy paste for literally every channel out there. And
Dear Mr. Alpha.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, amazing. Mr. Alpha was my father. Oh boy.
So that made it a good week for me because I never thought that my channel would get to the size that it is. I never thought I'd even get to 1/10 of the size that it is. So, and then there was the very real possibility that YouTube would never approve my channel to get the play button. So I'm really excited about that. And that was really awesome. I didn't expect it to happen. So yeah, that made my week a good
That's awesome.
week.
Favorite weapon, Sid?
Favorite weapon? Crap.
You've had like 20
Silver play
minutes to
button?
think about this.
Well, we can do we can do fictional, right?
Yeah, you can do fictional.
The Black Widow anti-material rifle from Mass Effect.
Okay. You know, it's interesting you mentioned Mass Effect. Let me hit you with this. Today I was just writing down random garbage for future storylines, and I wrote Mass Effect 2 is Shepard's harem story. Then I took the whole piece of paper, burned it, and vomited. I can't believe I wrote that. It's terrifying me because I think it might be true.
It kind of is. I mean, the romance options there are extensive. So yeah,
Look, not only can you do Samara, but you can also secretly replace Samara with her evil daughter and then die while having sex with her.
Yep.
Fucking weird, man. Mass Effect 2 went all the way to the edge.
And there's Miranda and there's Jack.
Yeah,
and,
no. What? Don't
who
even
else?
don't even act like those are choices.
There's Tally. No, that was in 3. There's quite a few choices there. Yeah. Except not Garrus, I don't think, in 2. Which I know upset a lot of people.
It's all right. You can go shoot cans with Garrus in Mass Effect 3. This is your whole relationship is shooting cans on the Citadel illegally.
Mm-hmm. It's because Garrus is the
Can
best.
you do that? I'm a Spectre. I can do anything, Garrus.
They made up for that in Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh boy, look.
Bring that gym back.
That abomination.
Look, I don't
The
hate
thing that should not be.
I don't hate Mass Effect Andromeda as much as you guys do. I really like
I
how
absolutely do.
your ending. Yes, I know you do. I like how your ending choices made the final mission where people just like land out of nowhere and they're like, you know, Pathfinder, we're here to help you. You know, you helped us and now we're here. Outer Worlds tried to do that, but I did an Outer Worlds stealth run. So at the end of the game, they were like, we're here to help you fight. And I'm like, bitch, you can't even see me. I'm invisible.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the gameplay of it. The story was lackluster. The multiplayer was fun though. I love
The story was
Multiplayer.
lackluster.
Andromeda
It
was
had
great.
so many plot holes in Andromeda that you could drive a semi through them. You could drive the Normandy through the plot holes. in
I
that
guess
game.
it had fun points. It was entertaining, but
The
maybe it
combat was
wasn't Mass
entertaining
Effect.
for a while. I actually enjoyed the combat mechanics for a bit with the jetpacks for that added verticality. That was fun for me.
Multiplayer was awesome. I loved it.
Multiplayer was awesome.
Everybody got
just,
annoyed because I kept on jumping around.
I just hated that they just homogenized the classes and all of that. So you could just, I'll just switch back and forth between it. I'll be everything.
They only did that for the single player, which
Don't do
was
that,
kind of
Sun Spirit.
silly. It's very difficult.
See,
I don't
there's
know how to
actually a
express it.
question between Andromeda versus the last Star Wars. I'm
Nope.
guessing the most recent
Mm-mm.
Star Wars movie
Nope.
for plot holes.
Nope.
I can't answer that because
Nope.
I refused to watch the movie.
Raddosaurus, how's it going, bud?
Hey, Arthur.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Just avoiding Star Wars discussions, as is my policy.
For now. Hey, I've had a pretty run of the mill, unexciting, typical week. Let's see. I have Battle Assembly this weekend, so I'm not terribly excited about that because it's going to be a mostly admin-driven Battle Assembly. So I think it's going to be a bit boring. But I got to do fun stuff last month, so I guess that's the price you pay for being in the army. Being bored 80% of the time. Other than that, what do I got going on? My home remodel continues. I got a new bunk bed coming for my daughter that will be assembled this weekend. My garage is still a mess because I still have all of my shit from moving it out of my house into my garage. I haven't moved it all back yet. I've really enjoyed my children each only having like one small box of toys. Like that's been incredible. And I'm not sure I ever want to give them back any of their toys ever again because this is the life I'd always hoped to live with children. I almost never have to pick up toys, and it's amazing. What else? Work has been okay, I guess. I got to do a couple of really long days last week, which meant I had most of Friday off, which was pretty cool. So I had a 3-day weekend, which I did not do much during, which was really nice. Not doing anything is always my favorite thing to do. I'm working on getting my home campaign that I DM with my family back up and running here in the next couple of weeks. So that's been kind of creatively exhausting to start putting all that back together.
Have you seen this new D&D food-based supplement that's going to be coming out mid-February.
No.
I'm going to kickstart the fuck out of it.
Is that a Wizards thing, or is that
No,
something else?
It's
supplement?
It's a third-party supplement.
Is it DM's Guild, or
I don't know yet,
just
but
somebody?
I'm 100% going in on that shit. I'm finally just gonna give up on finishing my own food dungeon system. Just keep the harvesting system, and then I'm just go with their recipe book. But you can get extra subclasses like pâtissier, dessert, sous chef.
Interesting. That sounds right up your alley.
Yep, I know. It's perfect.
Wait, the dessert is a sous chef?
No, but sous chef is one of the subclasses. But dessertier is also a class, and pâtissier.
Interesting. The campaign I run is largely, more or less entirely a homebrew setting, and I'm a pretty seat of the pants DM. I'm not a rules as written person, so yeah, we have a good time. So I'm kind of excited to get that going again, but to restart it after taking a few months off has been kind of daunting. We kind of stopped playing when my brother was getting close to getting married because everybody was pretty busy dealing with that, and now that all that's over, I'm trying to get it going again. Let's see. That's largely what I have going on in life. I haven't really watched anything cool recently. I did see an article that Disney Plus has far exceeded its projected whatever subscriber base.
Yeah.
So everybody had all those memes of they were going to ditch their subscription when Mandalorian run out, and apparently nobody did, and it's still growing rapidly. So,
I mean,
yeah,
I got on that last season of Rebels so that I could just wrap that up there, figure out.
I did finish Rebels. I don't know if I ever talked about it.
You did.
I think I did. We talked about it last time. Yeah, Rebels is okay. I've tried to start watching Clone Wars, but man, going from Rebels to Clone Wars is hard because the animation quality is significantly worse. Like, it's kind of bad. It's
There's
little
like
hard.
8 years in between that.
Yeah,
though, so.
yeah. It's not that it was bad for its time or anything like that. That was my dog flapping its ears. But it's hard to look at. Like, honestly, it's hard to look at.
I thought that the characters look better in Clone Wars than they did in Rebels.
Disagree.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. The quality in general is just. I mean, so like, there's definitely a stylistic difference, and I could totally understand if you liked the style of Clone Wars better. Like, I get that, but the animation quality is poo-poo. It just looks old, right? Like, I'm sure it was great, but it just looks old because it is.
I don't know. I thought Clone Wars looked better than the new ones because the Rebels have weird lightsabers.
They do have they went in with a very like classic aesthetic of like the thin lightsaber, pencily blade.
Yeah,
and some of the lightsaber fights are real bad, where they're just like mechanically slamming sabers against
each other. They're too fast. Yeah, they're like sped up in weird spots. I think the best lightsaber fight in that one was probably Obi-Wan and Maul. I think that's a lot more how I usually imagine lightsaber fights. Like, they're way more Akira Kurosawa, like Seven Samurai. Like, you get 2 or 3 swings and somebody's dead after that. I like that a lot more. I think than
all of the character designs in Star Wars Rebels was not great.
Really? You didn't like them?
I would have thought that you were a fan of Sabine, but
she looks like a modern teenager, not necessarily.
But she is a teenager, so.
From the stuff I've seen of Star Wars, she just doesn't seem to fit in the universe at all.
I will say, so I'll
That's
say
her thing, yes.
I mostly agree with you. I wasn't blown away by the visuals of Rebels. What I liked, the most I liked probably visually about Rebels was I thought they did a great job with space and ships. I thought it looked fantastic in Rebels. Every time there was a scene with like a ship and a planet and flying around or space battles, I thought that looked really good. I'll agree I wasn't in love with the character design, but I like Clone Wars. Probably has better design, but just on as a whole, just worse quality animation.
I'll tell you what the best lightsaber fight in that whole show is. Possibly the best lightsaber fight of the entire Star Wars series, including the books, is the first time Kanan uses the kid's lightsaber when he makes the blaster lightsaber combo,
Yeah,
and he
turn it
starts
on and off.
shooting with the blaster side, and he's like, I didn't know you could do that. And everybody's like, oh shit, he's like lightsaber fighting and then shooting at the same time. And I was like, this is brilliant. Why doesn't every fucking lightsaber do this?
Because why wouldn't you?
The only other person that thought about doing that was General Grievous, and he had extra arms to do it with. He just pull out a blaster from his side pocket and just shoot someone.
I
Make it
mean,
cool.
he has Jedi reflexes. What can you do? Rad?
He does not. He's just more agile than most. Grievous is not
I don't
a
know what
Jedi.
to
He
say
was
to that.
trained by Count Dooku, but
Rad, favorite weapon?
Listen, I can't pick, so I'm going to give you a top 5 in no particular
Wow.
order.
Okay. All
Can I
right.
give you a top 5?
Yeah, that's greedy, but let's go ahead and do
They're
it.
pretty much all fictional as far as I know. So I'll put the one real
Death
weapon that I
Star
said
1,
earlier.
Death Star 2, Sun
is-
Crusher, Star Killer
I hadn't even
Base.
thought about capital ships, Arthur. Oh my God, now I'm spinning out. Favorite capital ship is definitely the Eclipse class Star Destroyer, by the way. But
Really? Okay.
hell yeah.
good choice. It's a mini. It's a mini Death Star. Essentially.
From the original Dark Horse comic book, by the way, which I have on a bookshelf somewhere.
big ass laser beam,
Yep,
almost
yep,
akin
yep.
to the Death Star.
A third of the power of the original Death Star.
Yeah.
Anyway, for number 5, I'll say the same weapon I said earlier. It's my favorite weapon to shoot in the Army is a 240 Bravo. It's fun to shoot on the ground. It's fun to shoot from the top of a Humvee. It's just fun to shoot. It's easy. The ammo's easy to carry. It's easy to load. Smooth operating. Never given me any problems. Easy to clean. I'm a big fan of the 240 Bravo. I'm all about it. For my first fictional weapon, I'm going to say the shotgun from Halo 2, because there are few fictional weapons I've had more fun running than the shotgun from Halo 2. Countless fatalities I have caused with that weapon. So the next one I'm going to go is, and this will sound a bit pedestrian, but anybody who knows me would guess this easily, is Captain America's shield. Played a big part in my childhood. I was a big Captain America fan growing up. So it was nice to see it brought to life in the movies. But even if the movies had never happened, that would still be one of my answers.
He is the best Avenger.
I agree.
I'm sorry. When they ask for who the strongest Avenger is, it is not
Did I
Captain
say
America.
strongest?
I
I
said
mean,
strongest.
isn't strongest the
It's
best?
the best. No, of course not.
Captain America is obviously the
Welcome,
best.
Point Break.
Just the concept of a shield as a weapon has always been very appealing to me. So of course, Captain America personifies that, and his whole character design is based around it. So obviously, he gets the #1 slot for shield-based offense. Super cool concept that I've always loved. What else? Let's see. Then of course, tied for the top. I've already done 3.
Yeah.
The machine gun, the shield, the Halo shotgun. Tied for the top 2 slots is definitely the lightsaber, because what's a more iconic weapon than the lightsaber? And Star Wars also played a huge role in my childhood and mostly in my adulthood too, in general. And then my last one is a bit of a dark horse. As a kid, I was a
An
huge,
actual dark horse, the
Yeah.
pale horse of death that he rode upon.
As a kid, I was a huge He-Man fan. So I have to do He-Man sword. The idea of a sword that had transformational powers that could turn you into a superhero, and then you would wield to dispatch evil is an age-old concept that's been around forever. But growing up, being an 80s baby, growing up in the 80s, He-Man was that icon for me. He represented the sword with magic powers that would turn you into.
I thought Lion-O's sword was better.
Lion-O sword is definitely a cooler sword. If you look at He-Man's sword, it looks stupid as fuck. But as a child, I absolutely loved it. So because it has a special place in my heart with my childhood self, I do agree the Sword of Omens is way cooler.
I
Also,
couldn't get behind He-Man's sword because Lion-O's sword was already there.
Yeah, that's about.
I think I prefer Thundercat's sword than Lionel's
well,
sword.
He-Man came way before
That's true.
Thundercats.
Yes.
But I
That is-
saw
this is true.
Thundercats first.
That's fine, and that's fine. I have no qualms with you putting the Sword of Omens anywhere on your top list. This is a great weapon. But I would say even cooler in that show was Lionel's glove. I always thought was really cool. He could climb with it. He could shoot those little ropes out of the knuckles.
Mhm.
I always thought his
Lionel was just cool in general.
Lionel was cool.
Everything he had was cool.
I agree. So yeah, that's my top 5. Most of them are all linked to childhood memories.
I mean, they had the track cat, for God's sake.
You know what else was cool? Nobody saw was the Silverhawks. Anybody watch Silverhawks?
Silverhawks?
Yeah, it's a blatant Thundercats ripoff. If you've never seen the
No.
Silverhawks, check it out.
I have actually.
It was like Thundercats, except for way worse, but basically the same. It took place in space. It was about a bunch of cyborgs that had like wings, and they would fly around in space. And one was like a cowboy.
I
And,
googled it, and I have seen that. I recognize the monkey-looking one.
Yep, and the bad guy was a mummy that would turn into Mum Ra.
You know, I
and he
never
flew a
realized that was a
squid
ripoff.
hmm
But
If-
looking at it,
There's YouTube videos that show the intro to Thundercats and Silverhawks side by side, and like it plays to the same music. It's a 100% like ripoff of Thundercats.
I used to
Yeah,
watch a
that's
show
bad.
that I don't remember the name of, but there was a goopy thing, and then there was the rhino.
Yeah, that was a Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's with the Wonder Twins in the ring.
Was it on the same show?
I think so.
I think it was, yeah.
It was the Wonder Twins. It was like Gloop and Glop or something like that. It was the rhino that shot horns
Shot
or
stuff
shot balls out of his
you know,
horns.
yeah.
Yeah. And
That may be
there
why
might
I
have been
didn't
like a
connect it, because
might have been
I
like a
remember seeing the Wonder
caveman or something
Twins.
too.
I just didn't remember they were the same show.
Pretty sure they're all like the Super Friends or something.
I actually, one thing I will add is I do wish I had the jet from SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cats is a good one. Yeah.
It doesn't hold up when you go back to watch it, but
I have something to add before we wrap up introductions. We have a viewer who's been working her way through all of our old Battletech content. I think they got to the Molly scene in season 3 at the last set, and have switched over to Can Cole to maybe take a breather, calm down. I have it on good authority that SidAlpha makes an excellent lesbian.
All right.
Good to know.
Can add that to the list. Put it right there beneath your silver YouTube button. You're very accurate.
Solid.
I got him. Look, they're still laughing. They can't stop.
I'm
They
just,
don't even know why
I'm
it's
not really
funny.
laughing. I'm just comprehending that sentence in my mind.
Uh-huh.
It was called the Herculoids.
The Herculoids.
Sorry, go ahead with the lesbian sit talk.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That was the whole thing. That was
Somebody's going to clip that now.
quick in and out. Anything else we need to cover before we get started with?
Yes, let's move on from the lesbian Sid talk as quickly as possible, please.
Fantastic.
But don't bring it back up, and then we'll get back to it.
Now that the show started, I would like to point out that once again, Cotton has failed in her job as watchdog to make me answer an intro question. The show has already
It's an
started,
outro
however.
thing.
Is it?
The thing I was going to remind you of.
It's too late. It's too late. You've already failed.
I mean, you can go ahead and name your favorite weapon since you brought it back
My
up.
Yeah,
favorite
Arthur.
weapon is one that has destroyed many men throughout history, and even some women have fallen before this particular weapon.
The spatula.
The literal word senpai destroys lives, careers. Many have fallen before its dark power. Right? It's so disappointing.
I can't verbalize my disappointment right now.
And this reminds me of the what's better, pizza or not pizza, but pancakes and or waffles talk.
I know. I'm great at
something-
picking exactly the option to disappoint everyone.
That word just destroyed me. That's all it took.
Oh, so good.
My
Literally
sadness
the
only
best
proves
of
your
my job.
points.
Folks at home who missed the intro sequence, this is one you might want to go back and watch. I don't know. We had a good time. Previously on the show, we were in the desert south of the city of Marzuka, causing a ruckus, intercepting a prisoner transport that might have important members of the 8th Albiero militia. I believe we're looking forward to Glimo doing a hatchet backslam and Rad punching or kicking. We're in the physical attack phase, and I don't have any
Glimo
attacks
wouldn't
to
be
physical.
able to do the
So
hatchet.
James and I talked this out.
Oh,
I
okay.
could
Oh, good.
if I could have if I hadn't killed the guy who used to be over here on the
I
map,
think it was like in front of you.
Yeah.
that he was over to the side here, then I could have with a torso twist hit the guy directly behind me, but then I wouldn't have. But you can only torso twist once, and it's at the beginning of the phase, so you have to be in that twisted position for both weapon attack and physical. So I wouldn't have been able to see the guy with all the weapons I shot, so I can't use the hatchet.
I just want to say, Twisted Position sounds like the name of my new pretzel / rock cafe coffee shop.
I thought it was the name of your new Slimo album.
I was gonna
No,
say it sounds like a great sophomore album.
the name of my new Slimo album is Fusion is a Man's Soul.
Wow.
That's a good one. I know you like that one.
Did you have to put on eyeliner to make that up?
How much of My Chemical Romance did you have to listen to for that?
I didn't listen to any. I came up with it right
They
there.
got back together. They got back together.
All right, so just to fill out what this battlefield looks like, we have a Saladin clan-converted cargo transport that is currently being hacked by a Buccaneer, Word of Blake. I don't think it's an Omni-Mech. Our teammates include Custom Centurion, Custom Wolverine, Custom Phoenix Hawk, and a stock Arctic Cheetah. I have a simple Kit Fox A, and this Puma that is getting the crap kicked out of it.
I'm about to kick its teeth in,
it's
essentially.
in a lot of. So let's see here. It's at a plus 14 heat rating. It's lost its left arm. It has 2 engine hits, and its armor is basically negligible everywhere but the chest and head.
And it's in a prime kicking range.
Yeah,
I
I
also
believe
have-
last
get
time
raffle stumped in the next
we're-
week.
Oh yeah, and the
When-
pilot's been shot 3 times. So
I believe we rolled to see who would physically attack first, and I won
Yes.
the roll.
yeah, you chose to attack first. I'm showing the audience all of the mechs right now, though, so that they can know where we all stand. Phoenix Hawk is basically untouched, like its pilot. It is in prime shape. We got this Centurion here, which is getting a little spicy in the heat department.
Where he belongs. In the spice.
Wolverine. It's missing some critical back armor and internal components related to that back armor location.
It's fine.
And we got a Buccaneer that has seen so many better days. The invasion of Terra left it in a better shape than this.
True enough.
It's okay. We're not going to be able to figure out how much experience we're getting for these mechs
There weren't any
anyway.
clans on Terra.
That's technically true. And we've got this wonderful little Hank you that is just trying to stay alive. So, Rad, if I recall, you won the roll. Originally, you were going to give the roll away, but then you decided you wanted to make sure that you got enough experience points for at least hitting the enemy, and you've chosen.
I gotta hit him at least once.
Very well. Let's do it.
Because if I would have hit with my, because I fired at him with a weapon and I missed.
I thought you
But
fired him several times.
here's my compromise. While I can kick twice, due to my special pilot ability, I am going to choose to kick only once,
My
so
God.
that maybe there's some mech left for Pondo to attack as well. So I want to make sure everybody gets as much XP as possible.
All right.
Because I did take the hits for Glimo.
Because he did
as much
take the
as
hits, and he is going to have to spend some XP to repair and stuff. So I'm not trying to steal XP from anybody. Just trying to make
Okay.
sure everybody gets as much as
And just to
possible.
remind
Yeah,
everyone, all of your edge has reset, and my your edge becomes plot
plot
points. Your plot points have reset, and my plot points return to 0.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I start at 3. +1 for jumping is 4. +1 for my heat is 5. And he's prone. So do I get a bonus? to hit
-2
him?
for being adjacent.
So so I need a 3.
Sounds about
Does that
right.
sound, does that sound right?
-2 for kicking, -2 for being adjacent. So you're at a -4. Yeah, you pretty much don't get double ones.
I think I can't.
Don't get
lose
double
almost.
ones.
3 + 1.
Wow, you
Okay,
almost
well,
double sixed it instead.
I got him good.
All
So
right, do the
I'll
1d6
roll
to
the
see
1.
where you hit. Yeah.
on the kick table, whatever 5 is.
Tell me. I don't know.
Kick table is like over here.
Oh, when he's prone, you might not roll on the kick table. You might roll on the whole
I
body.
really don't know where you kick in this position.
Oh, that's right. He is prone.
It is true. I don't know how it works. Maybe
James
it's
was in
left
chat a
arc?
second ago.
Do what?
James just left.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
Oh, wait, did he? I thought that's what you just said.
No, I said he was here just a second ago.
Yeah, he was here
I
just a
didn't-
second ago.
Listen,
Fine.
we can't just run to James every time we need rules ruling.
Why not?
For now, because we have a show to run.
He's
Just
here.
do the punch table for now.
Okay.
It's not like it's going to make a difference wherever you hit.
A
it's gonna
5 on the
hurt
punch table is
real
his
bad.
right arm,
Okay.
I
Amount of damage.
assuming I'm kicking him in his front.
uh,
I don't know. What is it? Like
55.
Well, I'm not
is-
going to know what your custom centurion kicks at.
All right. So kicking is a point for every 5 tons. So 55, that means it'd be
so it's
12.
10, 12,
12 points times 2 would be 24,
24 points.
which should be more than enough to knock off its arm.
I'll tell you
I
what,
would
Tech
hope so.
Stocks, I'll accept that bargain, but only for this show. I need to be able to say that particular word at all times in life.
I'm pretty sure, Rad, you just killed it.
I was trying not to, bud. I really was.
It's
When you go prone, when you kick prone, you roll on the regular table. Okay, so what is a
Okay,
5
so
on
what's
the
a
regular
5 on the
kick?
regular table?
well, no, regular table would have been going with the location roll, which you got a 12, which will be in its head.
What? No, there's a kicking table. It's
Oh,
Over here,
okay.
that kick
Well, a 5
location.
would have been its leg. Would've
James
been,
James says
not the punch or kick
Punch
table.
it,
Okay, well then
regular.
yes, you kick him in the head. How much damage do you do?
24. Enough to knock
24?
Okay,
You just-
go ahead. And...
it did not have 24.
here.
It actually only had 5 left.
I want to torso twist and make eye contact with the Kit Fox as I step on this mech's face. And give it the old like Bruce Lee ankle twist.
See,
Where's
I
that-
would
Who
spend a
did that?
plot.
That's more of a Jean-Claude Van Damme thing from like
I would-
Bloodsport.
I would be willing to spend a plot point if he kicked the cockpit clean off and it lodged under the arm of another mech that is charging towards the kick.
like a punt.
Okay. See if the pilot can eject. The answer to that is surprisingly no.
Play some of that classic NFL music.
You kick the head off. It rolls and rolls and slams into the Wolverine. And at that time, the anti-tinting on the inside of the mech's cockpit wears off, and you just see that the windshield is red.
It goes from being
That's-
like tinted to just red. Oh man, they got some cool lighting effects in their cockpit too, just like me.
I don't
Wow.
think that's lighting effect.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that man is just mush.
Let us withdraw these movement dices here. Keep your heat die. And
I didn't build in enough heat, actually.
You just hear Harridan over the comms just go, "Oh!"
Did I? No.
Right.
No.
What you see at the end of this round is a Hispanic man with a samurai top knot and a rifle leap out of the end of the Saladin and just seize that mech cockpit, the clan mech cockpit, and starts spraying it down with the rifle.
What? Oh, wait, what?
From the Saladin after
Yep.
we hacked it?
What?
Yep.
I don't
He
even think it's. The bandit will attempt to make radio contact with the guy. if possible.
All right, you attempt to make radio contact. You send messages through radio waves, and there is no answer.
Okay. Figure as much. Thought I'd try. Put it through the loudspeakers, and it's like, you can hold your fire. The person is very much dead.
You see the bolt click on the rifle, and he starts going through his clothes, his prisoner's outfit, and pulls a pocket, slams another magazine in, and then it falls out, and he's fumbling with it, and he's just like, "It's fine, just getting a little vengeance."
All right, you keep going. All right, go.
You got this.
Let's roll for initiative, however pointless that is.
That's some pent up aggression there.
Yep, I lose.
I'm gonna spend my next turn just teabagging this mech.
I didn't even have to reroll.
You had fun.
even have to reroll. I sound like. So I literally move, and then your whole team moves. Interesting. What are my options?
Surrender.
Certainly.
Surrender works.
That's a possibility.
Commit the seppuku.
Called Bonds Ref. And
Bonds Ref?
cool for you.
Bonzref.
That tends to be a theme with clans and us typically. He did try to book it out. That's not great.
Okay, literally your whole team gets to move now.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
How far can I jump with this mech?
You just disconnected, Rad.
What?
Says that you disconnected.
That's weird.
You can jump 6.
I don't feel disconnected. No, I can jump 5.
Ooh, I could DFA him.
6. Why are we still trying the DFAs? It's not necessary.
For the
I don't
fame
want to hear
points,
that
bro.
from Mr. Season
That's-
3.
That's true. It does give good fame points. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are all over this, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I don't have the sheet open. Would someone be so kind as to mark me down for a kill and a headshot on the sheet? That would be much obliged.
All right. Chat wants to know, what is a DFA? Friend. Death from above. It's where you jump on
Are
top
we
of
doing a
them.
DFA?
No.
Oh, dang it. I thought someone was doing it.
I did the DFA because I had to, essentially.
Where you damage the legs of your own mech in order to hit the shoulders and head of the enemy mech.
Or to just knock them off, knock them over, and knock them away.
Knock yourself over and out of the way.
Ouch. Whew, harsh.
I know.
Okay, I absolutely 100% would DFA right now, except for I've taken no damage. Which
Glima,
means
how do you have a 5 movement? You're muted. There it is. That's a
That was what the die was on. I was
Okay.
then looking at the table to see if
I
it was a
turned and
1 or
looked
a
over
2.
and I was like, what is this madness?
He just ran in a tight circle a lot.
Now, Glimo.
What are we doing about this Centurion?
I
guy?
know, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Glimo.
I know, but I'm gonna do it
Please.
anyway. You don't have to take the hits for me this time. I'm just
Okay.
gonna.
I wasn't going to
Blaze
in
of
this
glory.
case. You're asking for this one.
Yes. Well, I
Can I
don't.
try
I don't.
to open comms with that guy?
I don't
That
have to
Fox?
stay alive anymore because I already hacked the truck. So if I lose the hatchet at this point, it's not the end of the world.
Did you say yes or no?
Yes, you can open comms.
Say, I recommend you surrender.
this guy. Absolute gangbang about to go down.
Make a roll.
I don't know what to roll. I'll just roll a d6.
Something intimidating, I would suspect.
I don't think I have any intimidating, but I'll just roll the dice.
That's very unfortunate for you.
That's fine.
I give her guidance.
I'll look
That's
on my character sheet.
not a thing. Listen, that's really been getting to me about Critical Role. They're literally just guidance, and
Listen,
they never say a prayer.
Don't
That's
get me started
part
on
of the
Critical Role.
spell. You're
You watched the
supposed-
most recent one?
I am to the bar with Grandpa.
Oh, okay. Not very
Yeah,
far then.
Not very far.
I
Guidance.
got an 8.
It's pretty solid.
That an 8? Let's see here. Those are covered in details on page 29. Let's see. Bargaining. I'll accept that. Charisma and any sort of intimidation that you have.
My charisma is 2.
I think intimidation is all of us ganging up on this one guy.
The reply back is just like, "You're my new target."
Okay.
All right. Well, we just
Well, you're
gotta
my
beat up this-
target.
Well,
Yeah,
we did know
obviously,
that the
and then it cuts
Clanners
comms.
weren't. Well, we did know that the Clanners were never possessing of an overabundance of intelligence.
They have this thing called honor. It's really weird, kind of thing to think about.
It's not honor; it's foolishness.
Let's see here. Starting at a 3,
It's both.
minimum. Is
Honor can be foolish.
2, 1. So it's 5. The darkness makes it as 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I
11,
attack the
12.
darkness.
You really have a +4 in the Arctic cheat?
I ran 10 hexes.
Wow, I don't know if I can actually shoot you, but I committed to this.
I was so close to being able to get here, but I had to turn twice.
That is almost a 12. I want to note that. That was almost a 12. I need 10s for the lasers. Almost a 10. That's not a 10. Alright, you guys take your shots.
I want to shoot first.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it.
I haven't
Fire
done my math
everything.
yet.
Shooting left side, and he has a +2 bonus for movement and trees. +1 for the darkness.
But is it dark now?
Yes. It's always dark.
So
It's always
I started
high
at
dark
3
somewhere in the
plus
world.
4, 5, 6. Is that it? And then I ran for 2.
Yep.
So 8.
You're shooting at the left arc.
I can shoot my flamer.
You need to choose whether you're doing heat damage or physical damage.
Probably physical.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with physical.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with my flamer.
Bold move.
I need an 8.
That actually hits.
Location.
Location 10 is right arm. 6-2.
Incredible.
Sorry, I can't remember what weapons I have since it's been a little bit.
Alright.
I'll do my LRM 5s next time too.
Okay.
So the first one.
That'll miss.
Oh, but I'm gonna use lucky.
Yeah, because it resets.
I don't know if I should just roll
That's some
one or both
real
of them.
shit. I mean, probability says that you'll do better on the second roll.
For both of them?
I'd say both.
Location 7.
That'd be left torso. Takes 6.
Yeah,
5 is 3. 3 points of damage.
second LRMs.
Is that a cat or a child?
Do you want to reroll? Spin your other one to reroll that one.
You know, I kind of do.
Because you just need one more.
I'll do
Might
it.
as
Sure,
well.
why not?
All right, you'll hit.
Location 4.
That'll be left arm. I think all 5 hit. Yes. Does it go internal?
Nope.
Okay.
In my 2 medium lasers. First one misses.
Are they ER or are they pulse? That's
ER.
Okay. Then it does miss.
And then my second one hits.
It'll be left arm again for 7, and crits 3 times if it goes internal.
No, we're good.
Just strip the armor off.
That's
That's
damn
it.
because that was
Need
just
one
blown
more.
Who's
I'll shoot
shooting
next.
next?
I'll go.
I can't. Okay.
Everybody
can go
wants to
next
get
if
in
you
here and
want
get
to.
that
Everybody
kill.
wants to get their shots in.
Yeah,
before
Everybody
everything
wants to
blows
get
up.
their shots in.
You could all just agree to use a very limited amount of weaponry.
Yeah, we could all just shoot one medium laser.
Why don't we let the guest go, or does the guest
Yeah,
want to?
well,
I'll
let the
go.
guest go.
I'll go last because my experience isn't really going to be useful for anything.
Okay, I can go, or Pondo can go.
Some
You can go,
clan
Sid.
racism in chat
Okay.
right now.
So I got 2 medium pulse lasers and 3 ER mediums, and I'm trying to hit 7s.
Good lord.
That's not a 7.
And
I got disconnected.
Me too.
I think everybody got disconnected.
Nope, just me. I'm
I
special.
did not.
It says right here, it says
It says
Cotton
you-
has disconnected.
Oh, now I have. I
I'm
just
gonna
disconnected.
recreate the room.
I can see the future.
Yep, everyone just got bumped from my screen. All right. Going to involve closing Tabletop Simulator down and reopening it, and so I think you'll all have to do the same. It's been a while since this happened.
Yeah. That's okay.
Dog shit ass game.
Plus, it's been like a year. Get on a break. Look, it's not. Listen, remember
Doesn't
when
matter.
Roll20 used to break for like 2 years in a row?
No
Every
breaks.
Friday night and Saturday night, it would just fucking stop working. And now it happens smooth. It's been
Actually,
a
this is the only
long,
time this
long
has
time
happened
since
to
I've
us in
had
a
this
while.
happen.
Yeah.
Steam was unable to sync your tabletop files.
Uh-oh.
What?
That's
Oh,
not
that can't be good.
Have to figure out
Good
where
thing
this
that
dog pile is at.
took off cache and stored everything locally. Got here. All right, looks like it's loading. The only question is, do you all load?
I am not seeing you online.
Really? I'll just invite everybody.
Not yet, no.
All right, I tried to send an invite, and now the game is freezing.
Nice.
Cool.
Where this doesn't happen very, very often.
Don't say it like that. This is the worst possible way you could say it.
Best possible way you could say it.
I swear, this never happens.
I don't want to hear that from you. You're so thirsty to know what the tags on the OVA series look like. The search terms. Did anyone get those invites?
Nope.
Wow, I don't
'Cause
know.
I enjoy
but
a laugh.
I saw you in the open when I unchecked friends only. So
Sign
There
out
we
and
go.
sign back in again.
No, I see you. Don't do it.
Too late. I already did it.
I just logged in.
I don't know how that's
God
possible. but
damn it.
There we go.
I'm in it.
I'm back again.
All right, now I see that you're playing Tabletop Simulator.
Fantastic.
All right, I see you.
Now I got your invite.
Okay, put in AP.
Hey man, I can't wait
Okay.
for the two-keyed packs to be released in PDF format. That'll be post season 6. We'll just run all the two-keyed stuff. I'll play the evil clanners, and they can play the righteous and good Comstars. We'll bring in Harbinger again.
I mean, we're gonna have to do it in May though, right?
Hey,
The Battle of Tukid was in May, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or was it March?
Look, I'm saying after we finish the entirety of this show, season 6, we end. Boom.
Yeah, it was May. It ended May 20th.
They're saying March.
It's May.
Tech says March.
You want to
Yes.
argue with the Battletech historian? Let's do this.
Sarna.net says May. What the hell?
How dare you?
Oh, he says he's wrong.
He was wrong. SidAlpha was right. That's something I hate to say.
It's like, dude, you know how many times I've watched that Battle of Tukid video of yours?
So who was shooting? It was Rad, right?
No, Sid.
No. So,
All right, so Sid, you rolled a 3, but you have
I mean,
headshot
yeah.
if you connect. I don't know if you wanna...
Yeah, I'd like to.
Don't
see
hit the
point-
2d6.
Just-
reroll.
Click and drag and reroll.
Yeah, Cotton did that by accident, and I forgot to admonish her. Nope, you still
No.
suck.
Oh, Sid luck.
All right. So second weapon. Damn it. No.
The SidAlpha strike so far.
Third
Yep.
weapon. No.
Barely below a 5.
Fourth weapon. There we go.
You got one. It's in
Hey.
the you're in front arc, pretty sure.
Yeah, so that would be
It
the
is
right arm.
arm.
5 points.
Does not crit.
The arm is gone.
Okay, well you didn't need to
With
crit.
it, the Gauss rifle. All that Gauss rifle ammo means head damage. Oh no, wait, that's
No, it's only if it's critted.
Yep,
didn't
I
get a
forgot.
crit.
You're right.
And last one. Hit. Center
Hit.
torso takes 5.
Okay.
That's it. I damn near completely whiffed it.
Can't wait for chat to be like, Arthur, Gauss rifle ammo doesn't explode. Because they would be right. But I only remember
Golf
that.
rifle that does.
The rifle, yes.
I'll go.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to fire a mess of lasers as well, along with some SRMs.
Just trying to secure the kill before anybody else gets in on it.
I really don't care about the experience.
Bacchus.
You should. It's kind of important.
Yeah, it's definitely the one singular point of experience is very.
what he
key in
means to
this
say
system
is he doesn't
really.
care if we get any experience because he's about to get it.
Right.
That's exactly it.
I
That's
don't really
what
care
I
about
heard when he said it.
because I'm about to get mine right now, and you're all F you.
Be amazing if he whiffs, though, right?
I have to repair my mech. All right, so I'm going to fire 2 largest, 3 mediums, and a streak SRM.
Wow, no chill, huh? Okay.
No. We'll be dead, hopefully. I start at 3, ran for 5, and then he got a 1, and he's in cover, correct? So
Don't forget the darkness.
it's dark, so I'm shooting at 8s. Am I shooting at 8s? Oh well.
Pretty sad to be shooting at 8s at point blank.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to
darkness
hear. I had to
season
shoot
woods.
at a fucking 12, so I don't want to hear shit.
That's because you shot at someone with a 4 movement.
All right, so large one.
But they taunted me.
Well, you should watch yourself, or else she may taunt you a second time.
Oh, Sid.
Um,
That hurts on the inside.
I'll spend my singular plot point to reroll that one. I did the wrong thing.
Yes, you did.
That'll hit. Location 5, which is the right leg, takes 8.
Okay.
It goes internal. It crits once.
So excited for these crits.
Yeah. Large 2. That'll miss.
Oh, red.
That would have been a headshot too. Damn it.
Red, you might actually get to hit this guy.
Red, did you mark off your? You did not mark off your headshot.
No, yeah. If you can
medium
mark me
1.
down for a headshot and a kill.
Oh, that'll miss. Medium 2.
That's
A light mech,
right?
light mech.
That'll
kill,
also miss. Medium 3.
Got it.
Will barely miss. Streak 4. Maybe it's kind of broken now. I think we're going to crash again.
Just you. Can someone look up? Can someone walk me through the missiles?
Did it land?
I think so. According to this, you got a 7 to hit.
No, I needed 8.
Okay, then you miss. It's gonna be that kind of night. Gosh, still really bad. We got a special guest watching. This is the first time in forever.
It's okay.
we've had this
Guillermo
problem.
is going to be the one that sweeps in for the kill later.
Woohoo!
And if not, there'll be a round of raffle stomps.
If not, I can taunt him again.
Yes.
Taunt
I
him a
almost said
second
it.
time.
Something wrong with all of you.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot an ER large laser and 2 ER medium lasers and a small laser. Let the light show.
Your small
Commence.
laser hurts me on the inside,
I'm
as
sh-
it always does.
I'm shooting at 7s, I believe,
Yeah.
as I jumped for 1, started 2, Plus 1 more for heat is a total of 4, and he has a movement of 1, and it's dark, and he's in trees, which is 3, and 4 plus 3 is 7.
That
plus
sounds
1
like
plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah.
ER,
that sounds like math.
large laser, go. That is more than 7.
That'd be left torso.
Shoot him in the A
Or, yeah, left
the 8.
torso.
for a number of
8.
damage.
Good.
Left torso for 8.
Just
8.
getting Kenneth Trust.
And here comes medium laser, which will also hit. in the 3
Right arm takes
for 5.
5.
Okay. Right torso.
And then
Doesn't
finally,
crit.
my last one will hit as well in the left torso once again for 5.
5 doesn't crit.
Unfortunate for you.
Again, Glima is going to be.
Oh,
somehow
and a small
end up-
laser. Almost forgot the small laser.
No, this could be
That's
it.
silly
This
of
will
me.
do it.
And that will hit as well.
Yeah.
In the 9, the left leg,
Or
for 3 points of damage.
that's the
3.
rest of its armor in the left leg.
3 points of damage.
Just been stripping his armor off.
All right, Harbinger. He's still not dead.
Okay. I am going to shoot
Hmm?
1, 2, 3, 4 medium lasers, a medium pulse laser, and an SRM6. And then afterwards, I'll hit with the hatchet.
No one has any chill in this battle. All right.
Trying to end it, mainly.
My pulse is hitting at a 7. The rest is hitting at a 9 because I have +1 for heat over everything else.
I'm pretty sure
So-
Black Rabbit gave him the opportunity to live, and
So-
he was the one with no chill.
I mean, if only she had rolled better.
So, pulse first.
That will miss.
That's a miss. Medium 1, aiming for a 9. Got an 8.
That hits the head.
Medium 2.
Oh, you need an 8 or 9?
I need a 9.
Okay. This is not hitting the head.
No, but
It hits in the left arm.
Left arm for 5.
Left
Is
arm
it
is
a
gone. It is now weaponless.
Medium 3. Miss. Medium 4. Miss. SRM6 with Artemis. Miss.
Oh, that'll hit. You got. Oh no, you
I
got
needed
8.
a 9.
Damn it.
Yeah, my heat's high, so I needed a 9.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
Statistically,
Until
there should be
physical
more
attack,
hits.
then I'm hatcheting.
I'm going to physically
I
attack
lose
as
one.
well by double punching the Buccaneer.
Double punch.
How?
Double
You have
punch.
no arms.
Right, my arms did just get shot off. Very well. I don't know.
Time to
Kind of
kick?
feels like any kicking would be worthless. I don't know if I'm going to penetrate anybody's armor.
Oh, he's just like a rock'em sock'em
You
robot with
may
no arms.
penetrate Glimos.
His
No,
torso
no, you
just
wouldn't.
rocks back and forth wildly. Ah.
I was thinking we were going back to Monty Python. and He's Black Knight in it.
Yeah,
just
I
kinda runs
also
up.
went to Monty Python, but I was trying not to say anything because otherwise it's going to be holy hand grenades and rabbits all night long.
Brother Manon.
No. Skip.
Skip.
Take your physical attacks, friends, in whatever order you want.
Oh, I vote we let Glimo go first. He hasn't
I
got to use
want
that
Glimo
hatchet
to
yet.
go
Why-
first as well.
Why? Thank you. All
I
right,
was
I'm
really
gonna
trying
hit.
to punch that hatchet off. But
I'm
then you
gonna hit-
reminded me I don't have arms.
I'm gonna hit twice with the hatchet. I
Sick.
start at 3. -1 for physical attack is 2. -1 for melee specialist is 1. Then 2 for the run is 3. And then 3 for all the other stuff with him is 6. So 2 shots aiming at 6s.
If only you had the sword of Blake behind you, but
Here we go.
I don't
First
hit.
one hits.
Location 4, which will be its right arm. So to go to the center, just taking that off.
Actually,
Whoa.
I think I do it on the punch table.
Wait,
No,
you're,
it's
you're like,
different
that'll
with
go to
the-
the center. What about all of the other
Or the-
parts
I mean, the
before
right
there?
torso is what I meant. The right torso.
But I do it on the.
It's on
This
the
goes on the
punch
punch
table.
table, though.
No, it's not.
It's
Axe
not
uses
Hatchet
melee
attacks
weapons
use
uses
regular.
infantry.
nice. Okay.
All right, so what's the damage?
12.
You are correct that it in fact did make it to the internal center torso. It took a while to get there, though. So you slam this hatchet into the chest of the thing. It smashes through the right torso armor. When you pull it out, you can see the fusion core.
Nice.
It's glowing. It's glowing with the fate of 1,000 suns.
This is absolutely a scene from so many movies where the bullies all surround the hero and like strip him down naked and then just beat him.
And now the
We're taking this
backhands.
planner's lunch.
I feel
money,
like the
essentially.
centurion is like behind him, like holding him, letting the
Center
Buccaneers
torso.
smash him
Center
in the face.
torso takes 12
That's it. He's
on the
dead.
That's it.
backhand.
It's a done deal.
So you have one capturable
That is my-
clan
That is my
pilot.
second kill.
Oh, he's capturable.
I mean, he's in a dead mech. Yeah,
We should capture him.
very well.
You probably
Use that
should have
man for
surrendered.
information. We need to interrogate him.
Misunderstand that order and step on him. No, I'm just kidding.
Interrogate, not ruffle stomp. How?
Let's rip
There's
out the
not even
cockpit.
similar.
I just imagined that you had done the finger quotes. I can't see you. I'm not a mind reader.
All right, let's talk about experience points. The whole unit has 3 experience points worth of specialists that you can spend, 2 on mechanical and 1 on medical services. You also get 1 for surviving the mission. Does anyone have 2 plot points that they have left?
Yes.
I do not.
Sid's the only one that has.
Then you get 1 experience point.
We only have the plot points as we have Edge, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not.
And you secured objective. So everyone gets 2 experience plus the number of kills that they got, or the mech size. We'll work that out, but it's 2 except for Sid, who gets 3.
So I got 2 kills and 2 crits.
What was the size of the mechs? Were all medium,
Lights.
right? So you got 2 kills for 2 XP.
I had
Do the crits
zero-
count for anything?
No, they
0
go towards
kills.
not experience, but that goes
Okay.
towards
Medals.
fame and medals.
Okay. I'm willing to donate my 4 experience points.
Can't
to-
donate your experience
Oh,
points.
no. I was going to use them for
Oh, use them.
if
in a
anyone
pool.
wanted to salvage mechs. I'm happy to use my
Ah.
experience towards buying salvage.
So I know there was a confusion about the salvage rules earlier. I just want to reiterate how it actually works because it's not in the salvage section. It's at the beginning of the book. If you salvage a mech, you pay the salvage experience for it. If it's damaged, you pay 1 XP to fully repair it. If it's destroyed, you pay 2 XP to fully repair it.
Okay, I'm just getting caught up.
So salvage basically means you have ownership of it. You can't take it home unless you salvage it.
How much XP did we get for winning?
We got 2.
2. Okay. So we got 2 for winning. I have no idea how many mechs I hurt.
Or to what degree?
I have no idea how many mechs I hurt or to what degree.
I know.
Well, the
I put a
problem
good-
is since
I
they
know
were
I put a
light
good
mechs,
hurt
they're
on
only,
one of them at least.
the problem is their light mechs are only worth, I think, 1
1
maybe 2
experience point.
They're 1
Still.
experience.
Yes.
That's where we got to figure out. That's,
Okay, that's almost impossible to figure out.
yeah.
Why don't we just with the mech kills and stuff like that and why don't we just
My suggestion was to just do it. Everybody gets an experience point for each mech that's killed.
I mean, that definitely inflates the amount of experience points we get as a group significantly. But I mean, it's been 2 weeks. Like, there's no way I remember what percentage of damage, whether or not I did more than 50%. I don't even remember what mechs they started with,
I don't really,
let
see-
alone what level of damage I did to each one of them.
Well, the other thing is that even if it inflates it, we still have to spend experience to repair our mechs and reload the ammunition. whatnot,
Yeah, that's
et cetera.
that's a Arthur
Inflating it
decision.
means we'll maybe get a character, level up or whatever, advancement by the end of the season.
I'm working on it, guys. Allow me to present a compromise by saying, why doesn't everybody take 3 experience worth of skills for this?
Okay.
Right? You get part of an experience point for each one of these kills. It seems like everybody contributed to some extent to several kills. No one really remembers. We probably should come up with a method of tracking from here on out. What do you want to spend your experience points on? On page 190 in Mechwarrior Destiny.
Repair the Wolverine, maybe? I think I'm the only one that got injured at all.
Repairing a medium mech is 2 experience points. Yeah, you're the only one that got injured besides the skeleton that is the Buccaneer.
That's fine. He's got his word of
It's
Blake money.
fine.
If he doesn't
His
repair his
word of
mech,
Blake
when he
money.
gets next time, he's going to be using this exact same sheet. I'm going to take a picture of it right now with F12.
Do we
All right,
want
fine.
to?
Gleamer,
All right,
can
fine.
you-
I'll spend 2 of my experience points on that, and then if you want my other 2 towards salvage, you guys are welcome to it.
I have no idea if we want.
So,
spend the points on salvaging.
salvaging a light clan
what-
mech is 1 experience point. Plus,
Then
they're all
repairing it.
destroyed. So, they will cost 1 plus 3. 4 experience.
Well, no, one got its head removed.
I'll buy that.
Right.
So, instead, it'll be 3 instead of 4.
Yeah.
Do we want any of these mechs?
I don't.
Yes. I mean, I feel like because our company has lost a lot of equipment.
Yeah. And if Gleemo's donating 2, at the very least we can salvage it. And even if we don't repair it right now, we still have like that. We still have it
There.
available,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
What page was the?
I'll put in
190.
So we get
4,
3
so we have
points.
6 altogether.
We get 3 points just for skills, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I
You
think it
get
said
3 XP
two.
for whatever you want to do with it.
3 XP for this fight.
Yes. You have 2 mechanical XP that you can spend on anything, 1 for medical, and then I'm giving everybody 3 XP for kills because it was a mess.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to spend, I have 6 XP now,
So I have 6.
and I'm going to spend 4 of them to increase my edge to 2.
Le shock. That's a man who wants 2 plot points.
Well, I run a lot of high risk equipment on my mechs, so I need rerolls in order to be able to pull those high risk maneuvers.
Don't lie. You're getting it for the EXP farm, right? You get 2 plot points, then you don't spend them. You get an extra EXP at the end of every battle. It's
Hey,
It's early in
pretty
the
cool.
game. You invest in the EXP plus mechanic, and by the end of the game, it's paid out. Everyone's
So
like,
now-
God, you
I-
suck it early at this game. By the end of the game, you're like, I don't know. I'm level 90, guys. What's being level 50 like? I don't remember.
My question is that during character creation, if we didn't use that last SP for skill, like special skill, like sniper was 3 SP, so I had 1 remaining, but there wasn't really any ones.
Yeah.
Could we save that and then use whatever amount of XP it would be to buy the other points for the
Yes.
special pilot skill?
like, do you still have
Yeah.
that point in the bank? I would certainly think so.
Yes.
Okay. Because
But remember, you can't exceed more than 4 total.
I thought we
I
decided
thought
it
it
was
was
2.
you couldn't get more than 2 skills.
Or something. Whatever it is.
It was more than 2 skills.
It was 2, but we were considering it for review at some point.
I was fine with 2 skills. Because I was considering getting jumping jack because
You jump all the time.
I jump all the time. Mainly to annoy the clans.
No.
No, what?
All right, so let's circle back around and talk about spending this experience points. You're putting 4 in. Who was it that's putting 4 experience points towards salvaging?
I did.
Fine. Okay, so we have 6 total mechanical experience points.
I will also put 4 towards salvage.
That's 10.
Jeez.
Put
What do
2
y'all-
in. Or was that counted already?
Nope. That will bring it up to 12. You could salvage 3 of the mechs.
I'll repair.
What's
my
the
mech.
headless? What's the headless one?
3 instead of 4.
No, which mech?
Oh,
It
the
was,
headless one is the Puma.
It was a Puma.
Puma 2.
So that
They're
seems
both
like
exactly the same.
a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a ERPPC. Light
So we
mech.
spend a total of 4 to salvage and repair a Puma.
Is that right?
Well,
That
it'd be
one only
3 for
takes
the one
3.
that we headshotted.
Takes a total of 3 to salvage and repair.
Correct.
That's 1 to salvage, 2 to repair.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll spend
Now-
2 of my own points to repair my mech.
So we have 9 points remaining for mechanical. You're spending 2 of your own points.
My own points.
Okay.
And what
So
do you?
9.
So you're repairing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys want to do with your additional 9 points of salvage?
I don't know how much I really want of these mechs. Perhaps maybe a Kit Fox A.
Okay, that's 4.
I don't know what you guys think. It would be nice
What do we
to
have?
have.
What do we have left that we can salvage?
You have 9 experience points, which means you can salvage any 2 of these mechs. You have a Puma and 3 Kit Foxes. 2 are A and 1 is D, but that means nothing because you can swap between the variations.
Yeah.
Do we want a Puma and 2 Kit Foxes?
You get 2 Pumas and a Kit Fox.
Okay.
Why don't we do that?
Okay, that leaves
Yeah,
you
2
with
Pumas
1
then.
salvage XP left over.
That could at least help flesh our Lightlands back out.
Give that salvage back to somebody who donated it. Like Sid, take that point back, or Cotton, take that point back.
Sid can have it because I didn't spend my XP last time.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget, you also need to choose whether you're going to re-ammo or not for 1 XP.
I don't need
I
to
will
re-ammo.
re-ammo.
Then maybe you want to give it back to Cotton.
Yeah.
Ammo
count-
up.
Oh, you can
ammo.
keep it.
Okay.
Ammo.
I don't think I ever actually hit with
A
my
fool's game.
SRM4s, so I never shot anything.
I mean, I agree with you, Rad. In long term, at Mechwarrior 3, it's way better to go with an energy build than it is AC-20 or something crazy like that. But it is very funny when you hit with an LBX-20.
It's true.
They're great for multiplayer matches.
I know all about that.
I have an LBX20 build for my avatar, actually. I want to give that.
Yeah, you have
cluster
like
one.
5 avatar builds. I know.
That's true.
Yeah.
The wonders of having an Omni mech,
All right.
in all the glory of not being a filthy clanner one.
Has everyone calculated your fame?
I have no idea. Is it per kill?
Yes.
I don't remember who got kills.
I got 0
in order
kills, so-
to earn fame, you have to have done 50% or more of the damage. So I think the only person here who qualifies is Cotton, because I think she soloed somebody, right?
I remember going around the building to one-on-one versus a mech who wasn't shooting at me.
I think someone else was shooting at. It's hard to tell. We'll have to figure out some sort of way to keep track of this stuff. We need no cards under each mech saying who shot what damage to this mech and that one.
We can't wait till the end of the fight.
I
We
did,
have to
I
do it
did
at the end of
24
every
damage
episode.
to, you know, the
Yeah.
2 mechs that I killed. So
Anybody that killed a pilot gets +1 fame. So that's Rad for kicking the head off. And anyone that inflicted a critical hit of lead head blown off, so that's also Rad for 1.
I mean, I blew off a lot of parts.
Yeah, but it has to be the blown off, like 3. You have to hit a 12
Double.
on the critical. Or you have to destroy a torso and pop the arm off.
What page are is fame on?
191.
I kept going right by it.
I don't honestly remember who I got kills and who did what damage to what.
So as all of you are standing in your mechs, cooling down after the fight, the sun rises over the horizon, and a fleet of Karnov heavy lift VTOLs shows up with your salvage teams to begin loading mechs onto them and beginning emergency repairs. As the Centurion is being refitted, the first track off of Fusion is a Man's Soul begins playing. As Billy Wyndham Williamson IV fills the desert with the sounds of Sleemow music.
Okay.
Okay.
That was less difficult than I thought.
Well, you weren't the one getting shot at.
Yes, that was a very nice
Neither were
change of
you.
pace.
So at some point, someone is just like, "Sir, Trooper Radcliffe here. We're set up a security perimeter. There is a Draconis Combine soldier with a rifle smoking atop one of the ruined buildings, shooting anybody that comes near him. No one's been seriously injured yet, but says he's only going to talk to somebody from the DCMS. All he just says.
I think we're going to have to break the news to him.
He says he doesn't think we're really Star League.
Okay. I think we need to go over and talk to him. In our mechs.
All right, so as your Wolverine is approaching, you just get rifle fire on the mech cockpit.
He goes
From,
over the loudspeaker.
From a bolt
you can
action
s-
over and over again.
You can stop shooting. All right.
Davian dogs! You get the hell out of here! You go home!
Davion, that's an insult.
Heavy 7, do you have your T contact on speed dial?
Who contact?
T.
T. I'm confused.
He's talking
Yeah,
about the
didn't we
Yakuza.
get like, sir?
Yeah.
Do we have like whoever the Yakuza you said something about?
Oh yeah,
befriended?
yeah, yeah. T. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Of course.
DEA, not letter T.
Right. Yeah. I was like, is that a? I don't know what's happening. Yes, I do. Do you need me to patch him through?
I think that might be helpful in the situation.
This guy wants to talk to Yakuza gangsters. That's who he wants to.
I don't think so.
Or will he verify our identity? Tell me what you want me to do.
I don't think the Yakuza is the one to call.
I'll call him.
Let me ask, Pondo, who are you going to call? Who are you going to call?
I don't know if there really is anybody that we can call to convince this guy to stop freaking out.
All right, after
We could try
several
the
minutes
Yakuza.
of tense
I was going to
negoti-
say I put over the loudspeakers on my mech. Davion, because I did say Davion. That's an insult. This is Maxwell Harridan, Crows Black. We're assigned out of Lyran Commonwealth.
They're in alliance,
We're
actually.
Lyran Alliance.
He's just
Did
like, I don't
say
know
Lyran
any
Commonwealth?
Lyran alliance. You sound like a FedCom to me.
Then you're an idiot.
You're
We're
an
mercenaries
idiot.
hired.
This
we're
is a
mercen-
clan trick, isn't it? It's a trick.
We're mercenaries hired out to the Star League. We're here to destroy the clanners.
I
and
mean, when
remove
you
them
say
from
you're
this planet.
mercenaries, he spits off the building.
I open my loudspeaker and say, "Have you ever heard of the Majesty of Canopus?
Yes, I have.
I'm ambassador from there. Would you like to come talk?"
Got a sweet jump ship.
I like that. That's your go-to.
It is
Okay.
pretty cool.
Make a roll for persuasion.
Oh, I don't have that either.
Yeah, I know.
Can I get the help from Bandito saying it's a sweet jump ship?
I'll let you take a +1.
A lot of fun times, I can promise you that.
7.
The cockpit of your mech begins taking small arms fire from bolt action rifle.
Just kind of staring up at him with my mech. Like, do you think anyone would miss this person if we just?
Sir, we can't kill him. We need him.
After several minutes,
Why do we need him? He's just sitting here trying to snipe at people.
He's
Someone-
not getting a free ride on my.
I wonder how long
Pleasure
before he
Cruise,
runs
that's for
out
sure.
of it. I wonder how long before he runs out of ammunition.
Who knows?
someone in a black DEST sneak suit, complete with electronic helmet and vibro katana, walks out of one of the VTOLs and just obviously swaggering, arms crossed. You know 100% that this is a rapier.
Brother.
He doesn't have a vibro katana though. He has a vibro short
He got
sword.
his own vibro katana. We established
a
this
short
last
sword.
series.
It was a short sword. I remember specifically because I was there.
It's real. It's real. It's happening right now.
Okay.
He approaches.
That's not canon.
He uses some climbing claws to literally scale the side of the building. And then he stops and has a quick conversation with the guy in Japanese. And then the conversation starts to take a little bit longer, and they both sit down. Rapier pulls off the helmet and smokes with the guy. It looks like this might take a little while.
Well, I think we should just let him handle this. Seems to be well under control. So we were freeing a prisoner? Is that what we were
Yes,
doing?
this is the prisoner that you were freeing.
Oh, so while we were busy dealing with a mech, he went and scaled one of the buildings?
Yes.
Okay.
You
I
don't
thought
know who the hell you are.
It's like we just freed this guy and he's shooting at us.
He doesn't know that.
That's a bit rude.
He's been captured.
So out of character, I'm trying to
years.
remember from a month ago. How did we find out about this guy?
They got information from some of the locals, received rumors about clan movement. After a long time in the desert heat, Rapier hands the man a radio, and he says, Colonel Harridan, this is Darius Gladen Bigglesby Van Dorn. I am a Chu I with the DCMS forces, and I recognize that you are here on behalf of the Star League.
Well, that's very good to know, because we went through a lot of trouble to get you free from those clanners. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't continue shooting on mechs. It does scuff the paint a bit, you know?
He clicks the comms open and then unclicks it after a few seconds.
Not sure what I'm out of character. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing with this guy.
Supposed to be bringing him back, sir. To help us in this, because he knows the area better than us.
Would you be willing to return to our base with us?
Yes, I would.
Thank you very much. I believe a good friend Rapier there will be able to see you suited.
This person I'm talking to, you say that their name is Rapier?
Is that who it was?
Yes.
Oh.
He didn't tell him his name. Or he didn't give him the right name.
It's a call sign.
Yeah, you use chat for that one. I mean, I was thinking the whole
actually
time that would be the easy cop-out, but...
I don't even have Twitch open right now.
He says, oh, yes, of course. Rapier takes the man, 2-eye Darius Gladen Bigglesby Van Dorn. Not the third, but thanks for that, chat. Back to one of the Karnov VTOLs, and your whole unit moves as one back towards Marzuka.
Wonderful.
Right. Let's
An
see if this
arrogant
will work.
member of the Draconis Combine. This should be interesting.
Go ahead and see. If this load works.
I wonder if anyone informed him that the Combine lifted that whole death to all mercenaries thing.
I don't know. I think he's been fighting a guerrilla war for 9 years. Maybe you might want to fill him in when he doesn't even know that the Star League is real.
Sir, I don't believe any of these people knew about the whole Draconis Combine not saying death to all mercenaries, whatnot.
So we have this beautiful new map that Rad wanted made, so he made it himself. And included in that, you can see all of the little mini maps of each area tied to where the map is at.
Ooh, that's nifty.
These fantastic maps done by Raddosaurus cannot speak highly enough of how excellent these maps are and how hyped I am to receive them. And I want to say, Rad wanted to wash all of the text away instead of his really nice, beautiful handwriting. I was like, no, don't give me that computer-generated font-ass bullshit. I want your personal font. It looks good. That's a solid handwriting. That ain't no doctor, all right?
That's how I write.
That's lawyer's handwriting right there.
That's well, that's not my. I mean, that's a little not exactly my actual handwriting. I don't usually use lowercase letters, but I thought it would look better if I used lowercase letters.
You only write in uppercase.
Yeah, I do.
This is cool.
I can understand why.
I am
really
both
enjoy this.
dyslexic and dysgraphic, so it's hard for me to write circular
Interesting.
letters, and lowercase letters are often all very circular, and I write in very boxy uppercase letters generally.
Oh,
That kind of explains your art style. It's very.
I use I mean, I largely echo my dad's handwriting, and he's an architect, so I have pretty architect type handwriting.
My handwriting is closest to my dad's, and my dad's is an HVAC tech. But I have very HVAC techy writing.
I didn't know they had a particular kind of writing.
It's not great.
I mean, the best what I can akin mine to are of serial killers, but
wow.
Wow,
also not great.
harsh.
Talk about my own here, so
Pondothemad.
hers are much better than what she says.
As you return to base, you can see that many of your assault and heavy mechs have been repaired. And there is work going on in all of the mech bays, constantly loading new mechs in, including these newly salvaged, being worked on light mechs of the clans. In some ways, perhaps you might even be slightly better than how you started in terms of mech numbers.
Nice.
Not pilots, though.
Yeah, we're still missing a few of those.
As you return, Sergeant Major Anastasi pulls you aside, Murder 6, and says, "Sir, there have been several developments while you've been gone that we need to speak about immediately."
Very well.
She leads you to the bridge of the Crow's Nest and then into your personal ready room.
All right, Sergeant, lay it on me.
Sir, while you were gone, we found our 2 missing pilots and salvaged what we could of their flight recorders. The good news is our jump ship is in geosynchronous orbit above us in the debris field.
Excellent.
At their last report. The bad news is that both pilots are dead. From their data recorders, we can determine that the clans still have 5 remaining Omni fighters.
Well, that's not exactly pleasant news. But
It's going to get worse from here, sir. One of our pilots was killed in the city while you were out.
excuse me.
Sergeant Damien Miles, call sign Foxfire. We found him beaten to death with his own blood painted on the wall nearby in graffiti, a mostly finished emblem reading "Free Birth." He arrested 3 teenagers in the area who claimed to be responsible for the attack.
They should be interrogated. They might not be telling the truth.
I understand, sir. My first thought was to contact our legal officer who will sort out the exact level of justice. As there is no provisional government yet, I believe Star League rules will apply, and the Star League does not allow the death penalty for teenagers.
Understandable. My greater concern here is perhaps they're being coerced by the clanners. Perhaps their families are in danger.
It gets worse, sir.
Jesus.
She turns over 2 data cards.
Really?
One,
All right.
One of them has numerous pictures of Heavy 7. They are unflattering photos of the party
Impossible.
from last night. It is him
Impossible.
halfway standing up from a chair, but his knee gives out. Another one is him with half of a pocket dog stuffed into his face with his palm pushing it down. Every single one is worse than the last. The most unflattering photos possible. Him
I mean, you
dancing, but it's at that moment where his hands are like this, and he's like, ugh.
You're just describing better and better pictures, in my opinion.
The other is perfect, absolutely picture perfect almost like two models, is Billy Wyndham Williamson IV, like wall slamming young women, just trapping them in a corner during the party, talking to them with this hand on the wall, talking to them with this hand on the mech, talking to them with two beers in the hand, handing them one. It's every single one of these is perfect clarity though, with well lighting. He looks good in every single one. Perfect backlight.
You're so petty, Arthur.
No drop shadow.
Your character looks like shit. My NPC looks amazing. You're such a child. Cracks me up.
I thought it was funny.
It is
Thank
funny.
you, guys. Both of them have at the bottom a line indicating that if either of these two individuals are captured and brought to a clan officer, the bounty hunter will receive one caste upgrade from whatever caste they are to the next one, or if they're scientist caste, they will receive a rank upgrade.
This isn't a clan planet, right? I didn't miss anything, did I?
Yes.
Yes,
This
it is.
planet
Or
has
yes,
been involved. This planet has been captured by the clans for 9 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
That makes
It's very
slightly
much a
more
clan
sense.
planet.
My first question would be, how were these pictures taken on our drop ship?
We are working on it. The dropship bays, mech bays are open. And last night during the party, we believe that someone inside the spaceport, given the angle and distance on these photos, took them. To recall, we let the refugees in. Spaceport security and spaceport personnel have access to the grounds. Sir, Lieutenant Commander Rapier could not confirm that they have full security of this local area. His men are spread throughout the city, attempting to gain local intelligence, stand on top of buildings intimidatingly. I understand they're also going through some of the wreckage in the commercial district where there were losses among the civilians. Our dropship crews are doing what they can, but we only have about 50 dropship personnel available to secure an enormous spaceport.
Very well. Well, in the meantime, being as bounties are being placed on people's heads with photographs, these two should be informed of their current status as wanted, and no personnel are to leave the general cordon area unless they're armed and escorted.
I will have the general order issued immediately, sir.
Is this the part where you say it gets even worse yet again?
No, that was pretty bad, sir. We're at the depth of how bad things are.
Very well. Any word from on the jump ship if it's damaged or no?
All we have is what they brought back on the aerospace fighters, but we lost contact with the aerospace fighters almost a day ago. So we assume the jump ship will remain in orbit above us until it finishes recharging.
Very well. And with these juveniles, have we gotten their names, their information? Are we able to contact their families?
I believe so, sir. I was going to have our legal officer handle all of those affairs, but I can forward him to you if you require it.
They killed some of ours. I would like to know why and what we can do to prevent this in the future.
Okay.
Expediently.
Do we have like a PR person?
That would be me.
I'm pretty sure that's the legal officer.
We need a professional public relations officer.
We do.
You do not currently have one.
We need a PAO really badly. Put that on the list of things to shop for when we get back to the civilized world.
Perhaps it could be your friend Billy Williamson.
He works full-time repairing 2 custom mechs,
the
including
last
a
person you
Star
want.
League era King Crab.
Yeah, he's not the type that would sign any kind of a contract or accept a military or even quasi-military position.
Obviously, if he has enough time to hit on all these women, his schedule is rather empty.
That is such an instinctual occurrence that it doesn't actually take him any extra time. It would
I was gonna
probably
say,
slow
I
him
don't-
down if he didn't.
I don't think
be
it takes
honest.
too many times because I don't think I've ever seen him be successful at it.
No, he believes in accuracy through volume. It's just if you can
It
get
only
enough
takes
of
him
it out
about
there.
5 seconds to get shot
It's
down.
hard to get the accuracy at all when you're
Yeah.
just blind.
Well, he hits home runs
Tries.
every once in a while, mostly because he's rich.
Well then.
Harbinger, when you make it back to the spaceport, there is a nice little mech cubicle being set up by your Word of Blake conclavists. They're all wearing white hooded robes, preparing to work on your mech, but they too have the sounds of Fusion is a Man's Soul playing at high speed.
No.
They're playing at 1.5 times speed. The cherry picker rises up to your level, and one of the techs helps you out, and he says, "Brother, music is divine. Truly, Blake has blessed this man's genius."
I shall endeavor to listen to it some more, brother. Do you have one of my ceremonial robes ready for me?
Of course.
Excellent.
Space AT&T is so weird.
So he turns around so you can change into your ceremonial robes in your cockpit, and then the two of you descend as mech monkeys begin assembling your mech back into pieces, throwing armor plates on the places you don't have armor anymore. So I feel like right here, we are going to take a break as cast. When we return in 8 minutes for the second half, we're going to get through the rest of tonight in-game and then give people a day off to figure out what they're going to do next with their big plan. And maybe talk to Darius Gladen Bigglesby Van Dorn, not the third. Stick around. Senior?
Yeah.
It doesn't have any kids yet, but sure. You know, it's just a matter of time. It's how these things work.